What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Real Breakdown. Today we are back at it again with Avatar the Last Airbender. We're doing a rewatch, guys, so we are rewatching our favorite show. Even though it's animated, it's still my favorite show of all shows. So guys, as I said, this is a rewatch, meaning that we're going to be talking spoilers, what we loved about the show, what we didn't love about it, what we thought could be done different. So if you have not seen Avatar the Last Airbender completely in its entirety, add this to your watch later list and go check it out. It's actually on Netflix right now if you're in the United States, so make sure you check that out. We're going to be doing episode number 13. We are already on episode 13, more than halfway through. So I believe this is the Blue Spirit, so interesting one. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this episode, guys, so let's go. The Blue Spirit. This is a pretty good one. Yeah, this is a pretty good one.
The Hawks.
The Yu Yan archers.
The archers.
I'm pretty sure it's Yu Yan. I'm not sure. All of Hawkeye's children.
Absolutely not. The Yu Yan archers.
Yu Yan.
Your request is
Denied.
Commander Zhao. Colonel Shinu, please reconsider. Their precision is legendary. The Yu Yan can pin a fly to a tree from 100 yards away without killing it.
Dang.
That's
Wasting their
impressive.
talents, using them as mere security guards.
Oof.
I can do whatever I want with their talents. They're my archers, and what I say goes. But my search for the Avatar is nothing but a vanity project. We're fighting.
I love seeing like Commander Zhao and like the hierarchy of the Fire Nation military. Like,
I don't want to hear another word about it.
He does kind of have like the Wolverine.
the sideburns.
Yeah.
News from Fire Lord Ozai.
Uh-oh. He's like,
It
oh.
appears I've been promoted to Admiral. My request is now in order.
So smug.
Oh, I forgot he was there. The music of the Blue Spirit. Oh, this is the one where he makes him suck on frogs.
Yeah.
This should bring your fever down.
He's got coronavirus.
You
Too
know
soon.
what I love
Too
about
soon.
Appa the most? His sense of humor.
That's nice. I'll tell him.
Classic Appa.
How's that?
Classic
Not
Appa.
so good. Being out in that storm really did a number on him.
Oh yeah, from the storm.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ew.
I couldn't find any ginger root for the tea, but I found a nap. I'm sure he'll be better by tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
It's spreading.
You too. Relax. It was just a little cough. I'm fine.
But this is actually kind of cool how they add this into the show, which is like, what happens if they, they're traveling all over the world? What if
That's
they
how
get
Stormy
sick?
started yesterday. Now look at him. He thinks he's an earthbender.
Take that, you rock.
Maybe his name is
Maybe
Rocky.
talking nonsense too. I'm going to find some medicine.
Ooh.
Maybe it's safer if I go on foot.
Good
Keep an
call.
eye on him, guys.
You guys are killing me.
We all know Appa's the responsible one.
Out of Momo and Appa, probably, yeah. Ooh, is that a badger mole? Earth Kingdom?
Maybe. I didn't even notice that.
Me neither.
We haven't been able to pick up the Avatar's trail since the storm. But if we
You
continue
go.
heading northeast...
What do they want?
I forgot how tiny their ship is compared to the other ones.
That's true.
Like, look at that.
The hunt for the Avatar has been given prime importance. All information regarding the Avatar must be reported directly to Admiral Zhao.
Zhao has been promoted? Well, good for him.
I got nothing to report to Zhao. Now get off my ship and let us pass.
Admiral Zhao is not allowing ships in or out of this area.
Ooh.
Off my ship!
Excellent. I take the part. But you're all improving. I'm certain you will win if we play again.
Oh,
He's trying to do a little hustle there. I see you.
Hey man, they call him Hustling Iroh,
It says here that the Avatar can create tornadoes
Oh my God.
faster than the wind. Pretty amazing.
Ah, that's just a bunch of Fire Lord propaganda. There's no way that's true.
I mean, they don't know. They haven't seen an airbender before.
Oh.
Please. Water.
Listen carefully.
Oh my
Momo.
God, yes.
I need you to take this to the river and fill it with water.
Is this the first time we see Momo language?
Got it?
It's like Sim language.
Yeah, like Simish. Dag dag.
Dag dag. Oh, this is the old lady with Miyuki.
Yeah. Miyuki, did you get in trouble with the Fire Lord again?
My friends. They have fevers and they've been coughing.
Settle down, young man. Your friends are going to be fine.
How does she know?
I've been up here for over 40 years. Thanks to my remedies, they always leave in better shape than when they arrive.
That's nice. Are you almost done?
She has this weird look.
I just need to add one
Yeah, she reminds
last
me of Hama.
ingredient.
Kind
Except
of.
not as sinister.
No, that won't do. Banana leaf and nope.
Nope.
Ginger root.
I just realized she has a twig in her hair.
That pesky little plant.
Oof.
Pure rage.
Is everything okay? It's been almost an hour and you haven't given the men an order.
I don't care what they do.
Don't give up hope yet. You can still find the Avatar before Zhao.
How, Uncle? With Zhao's resources, it's just a matter of time before he captures the Avatar.
True.
My honor, my throne, my country. I'm about to lose them all.
That's one of the most Zuko lines ever.
Oh,
My honor,
here's what I'm
my
looking
country.
for.
Finally. Thanks for all your help.
What do you think you're doing?
Taking care of my friends.
This isn't a cure. It's Miyuki's dinner.
Probably the worst Aang has ever gotten in trouble. Hit by a stick.
Well, all they need is some frozen wood frogs. There's plenty of them down in the valley swamp.
What am I supposed to do with frozen frogs?
Why, suck on them, of course.
Suck on them?
The frog skin excretes a substance that'll cure your friends. But make
Wait, but
sure you get plenty.
did he even tell him the
Once those
symptoms?
little critters
How does she know?
fall out, They're useless.
I mean, he said a little bit. He's like, they've been caught.
You're insane, aren't you?
That's right.
You know,
Well,
we love
don't
a
stand
self-aware
there all day.
queen.
Go.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, hell nah. Woo!
Awesome.
Nice. I love this.
I think you dropped this.
So naive.
The Yu Yan archers. Dang!
I mean, he's an airbender. He's agile.
The score, man, the
Yeah.
score.
I feel like they play this every time there's like a chase or something.
Yeah. Look at him. Nimble. Airbender.
As he's falling through a bunch of trees.
That's cool. I'm kind of like sad that we don't get to see them again after this episode because they're really cool. It just reminds me like an elite like military squad team, but instead of like guns, they have arrows.
Like, could you imagine if they managed to like flip them and get them on Aang's side, and then they use them in like
Yeah,
final battles?
they would be a good like adversary for like the Aang gang, you know? Woo! Because there's a lot of them. Dang. I forgot they do capture him here.
How could you forget? That's like
I remember he
main
ends up
plot
there.
point.
I remember he ends up there, but I just forgotten how. Hey, remember their name, alright? Yu Yan archers? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, because that's
this
so
is the
important.
great Avatar, master of all the elements. I don't know
Just
how
one.
you
Commander
managed to rule
Zhao.
the Fire Nation for 100 years, but your little game of hide and seek is over.
I've never hidden from you. Untie me and I'll fight you right now.
No. Tell me, how does it feel to be the only airbender left? Do you miss your people?
That's such a low blow.
Worry. You won't be killed like they were. See, if you die, you'll just be reborn, and the Fire Nation will have to begin its search for the Avatar all over again.
I mean, he's right. He's
So
kind of smart.
Alive, but just barely.
And like, that's the most confrontational I think we've ever seen
All
Aang.
when you want. Your situation is futile. There is no escaping this fortress, and no one is coming to rescue you.
I mean, how do you know though? You don't know if he has friends or not.
Like, the
Oh,
fact
man.
that he said, like, I'll fight you right now, that just shows.
Any minute. Aang, what in the world is taking you so long?
Little
What's
do they know.
taking so long, Aang?
Yeah, don't take me back there.
The blue spirit.
I do like the mask. I think it's really cool.
I almost wish we would have seen more of, like, the sword skills side of Zuko.
We do get some though, but it's
Yeah,
later.
a little bit.
I think we get enough. Because we get that one episode where, you know, he really
Yeah.
talks about the swords a lot.
It shows you that Zuko can be nimble too. You know?
I mean, he probably had some sort of, like, training
Go on
Well,
in.
yeah.
as, like, you know, the Fire Lord's son.
But, like, he's impulsive, but he can also be, like, graceful or nimble when he wants to be, you know?
I mean, yeah, I guess I get what you're saying. Stealthy.
Yeah,
Stealthy, not
That's
nimble.
better, that's better.
I don't think there's much nimble about Zuko.
We are the sons and daughters of fire, the superior element. Until today, only one thing stood in our path to victory. The Avatar. I am here to tell you that he is now my prisoner.
I really like this scene because
This is the year Sultan's comet returns to grant
he gives this, like, huge speech. And it's, like, such a success and, like, roar. And then he still escapes at the end.
Like, could you imagine just giving a speech to someone being like, we captured the enemy, and then 5 seconds later, actually the enemy got away, so, like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Ooh.
What? No, don't leave, frogs. My friends are sick and they need you. Please go back to being frozen.
I forgot he had them. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
Oh, this is so cool. I love this. Just get picked
Now
off.
2 guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be behind this wall. Hooah. That blue spirit score, man.
It's so, like, unique.
It's different from all the other ones for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is very unique. I like that he's purposely not firebending because he doesn't want to draw, like, any suspicion to himself.
Right.
Honestly, the first time I saw this, I didn't know what the blue spirit's intention was. You know, obviously
Yeah.
we didn't know who he was. I thought he was going to try to kill him here. And then I was like, friend? Not foe?
Plot twist?
What's going on? Are you here to rescue me? I'll take that as a yes.
Follow me. Such a sharp movement.
I want a full transcription of
I
my
love
speech
this.
sent to the Fire Lord, along with glowing testimonials from all of the ranking officers present. And
This just makes it so satisfying for the viewer that, like, so much for your speech, he's freaking gone. And then the guy's like, do you
Right?
still want me to send it?
Shall I hold off sending that speech to the Fire Lord?
See? I just, like, it's so satisfying to see, like, you know, him kind of go through that.
On the wall!
the Avatar has escaped! Close all the gates immediately!
Stay close to me.
And I like this, like, kind of teamwork
Yeah.
combination. because remember, he's not gonna firebend, so he has to use his wits and his swords and his skill, you know.
Yeah, it's nice to see them work together when they don't even know they're working together.
Or they don't even know who they are, who each
Right.
other, you know. Well, one of them knows who the other one is, but. Dang,
Like he's
that's
holding,
so
he's
cool.
holding his own against like a big old group of people.
Yeah.
That's so cool. He's just his own like mini helicopter.
It's like the guy from SpongeBob, the flag twirler.
Black twirl.
I mean, this is pretty good choreography, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the ingenuity and, like, them trying to escape the different layers of walls of the jail. That's pretty cool. Like, it's smart.
Yeah.
Like, this stuff is cool, too. Look at that.
I wish I could run up a wall that easily. They make it look so
Actually,
easy.
I don't even know if those are real. I think I may have seen those in another movie, but... That's still really cool. See, I love this. It's so smart.
Yeah, Aang is definitely like really clever. He like thinks outside of the box to get himself out of situations.
Zuko too, though. I mean, Blue
Yeah.
Spirit, you know. Ah, technically they made it. They just couldn't hang
Yeah.
on. Ooh.
The Avatar must be captured alive.
Quick
So
thinking.
smart.
And this part shows you like, okay, not friend, but also not foe.
Admiral, what are you doing? Let them out. Now.
Dang.
How could you let them go?
A situation like this requires precision.
I mean, Zhao's
Yeah.
being smart too, though.
They could have played like a game of chicken there, you know, to see like who's gonna back out first, but he was like,
Yeah, this is smart on both sides.
Mhm.
On Zhao and Zuko. Look at
Do
this.
you have a clear shot? Knock
like-
out the thief.
My name is Barton.
I'll deliver him to the Fire Lord along with the Avatar.
Ooh. So cool.
there it is. Dun dun dun.
You'd be surprised to know that I didn't immediately guess it right there.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. Because I was like, in my head, I was like, there's no way this is Zuko. And then when we see it, I'm like, what? What a revelation. I mean, that's just one of those things where I did not see that coming at all. And that Zuko was the last person I would have thought.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the biggest plot twists of like season 1, for sure.
You know what
Yeah.
the worst part about being born over 100 years ago?
I love this conversation.
Same.
I miss all the friends I used to hang out with. Before the war started, I used to always visit my friend Kuzan. The two of us, we'd get in and out of so much trouble together. He was one of the best friends I ever had. And he was from the Fire Nation, just like you. If we knew each other back then, do you think we could have been friends too?
Immediately goes back to trying to capture him.
Ah, I love it. I just love that interaction.
Yeah.
It kind of foreshadows some stuff to come, you know? Like their relationship. Oh, this we hear the Zungi horn in the background.
Where have you been, Prince Zuko? You missed music night. Lieutenant G sang a stirring love song.
I'm going to bed. No disturbances.
His head still hurts.
The monkey is
the-
still there.
Yeah. I love this song.
I'll make you feel better.
It's so calming.
Hey, how was your trip? Did you make any new friends?
No, I don't think I did.
Aww. But at least he like gave him a chance. Like, you know, he
Yeah,
tried
he
to
tried.
he tried to be friends with him. I mean, and Zuko didn't right away try to kill him, you know? He heard what he had to say and then
Oh, this is tasty.
I would. That's so nasty.
I can just imagine Katara being like, Aang, why would you do that to us?
Yeah, I felt that was shorter than what I remember it, but right?
Yeah,
it felt like it went by really quick.
It went by so fast.
But I think that's like kind of a good thing because it feels like there was a lot in that, but there really wasn't. Like, it's so weird, but the Blue Spirit, this is the first time we meet him, and right away he gets revealed that to be Zuko, and we see him as the Blue Spirit a few more times, but not necessarily hunting Aang. I like it. It's an entertaining, fun episode. I don't think it's like, top tier for season 1. But at the same time, it's a fun episode to watch. I mean, the Yuyan archers, that's a cool thing that they introduce in this. We see that, a big thing is Commander Zhao becomes Admiral Zhao, so he's gaining more power, more resources. That's what leads Zuko to do these things. I mean, so I guess in a sense, it's a semi-important episode because it's starting to build the seeds of what we're going to see with Zuko and Aang. And this is actually something that he references in season 3. When Zuko here, like that episode.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that does get referenced. So I would say this is like kind of a middle tier, like importance-wise episode. And yeah, I think it's pretty fun. I don't think it's anything too crazy, but it's entertaining. I had a good time. It went by quick, which means I didn't feel it was boring. So good stuff for sure.
Yeah, no, I love the Blue Spirit. I feel like it's such an iconic symbol for the show. Like, when we kind of like look at merch, you kind of see a lot of things about the Blue Spirit because it's just something you remember. So I definitely I love that, and I love what that means for Zuko to show that he even before he meets Aang and like changes, he already has another side to him that most people don't know about or whatever. And like the archers, I totally agree. I wish we could have seen more of them throughout the season, but it was a really cool touch to have in this episode.
Yeah, I think what you were saying about the Blue Spirit, I personally don't think he's like the Blue Spirit is like a super cool character, but I love that it's another aspect that adds on to who Zuko is, who I think is a very, very cool character. So Blue Spirit on his own, I'm like, yeah, cool, I get it. But like when you say, hey, no, it's actually Zuko, I'm like, whoa, that adds a whole other element to this, so really cool, because it shows that he's talented with broadswords, he dual wields, and I really do like the mask, and I like that it's blue, because that really, if it was red, you'd be like Fire Nation, and blue, obviously you might think Water Nation, Water Tribe, but I don't know, it's just so different that I really like it. I really like everything about it. So,
and I think it really shows that Zuko is willing to do anything to get to Aang, whether it's to save Aang in one instance. Yeah. For him to be able to capture it, it shows that he's willing to go the extra mile and to do whatever it takes to restore his honor. Yeah,
and now that you say that, it actually makes me remember that it shows his desperation. It shows his desperation because we see that scene which I said, typical Zuko line, which he's like, my honor, my throne, my country, I'm about to lose all that unless I do something right now, and that something has to be something drastic, which is Blue Spirit, let me go kidnap him, save him. So, yeah, I agree with you. It shows that his desperation will take him to do things that you might not think he would.
Yeah, and I just love Zuko because if you actually put yourself in that position and think if you were about to lose your family and the things that you stand for, wouldn't you also feel desperate? Sure, what he's doing isn't great, but he has his own reasons to do it, and it's understandable.
Yeah, very, very, very good episode. Honestly, I kind of forgotten how good it was. Guys, tell us your thoughts. So in the comment section, let us know what you thought of this episode. Is it as important as, is it more important than other episodes? Is it maybe lower tier for you? Let us know, guys. So we're going to keep going. We're going to go on to episode 14. So hope to see you guys there. And until next time, see ya.